Cambodia is a fast developing country, so we are needed to build our standard living, and so tall building is needed to grow our economic and provide job for people, plus it cover less ground which can like help the urbanization of Phnom Penh.
By being in this exploration, I can see how Cambodia is being developed, and I can also see the process of developing, since we can see that the past eviction experience are not as good as the eviction in the white building.
Before I was in this exploration, I feel like the idea of development is such an amazing concept, but after learning in this exploration, I feel like to every development there's always like effects on it.
If I were to describe this exploration in 3 words, it would be relatable,
Memorable,
development,
diverse,
Deep, debatable,
interesting,
experiential,
opinion,
unexpected, endless,
difference,
and kind of historical.
Cambodia would be more developed and it would have good reputation in throughout the world, because like we know Cambodia clean and stuff, so like the development of the white building could provide those reputation. And the con is that those workers lost job.
I kind of feel positive for the government because it's a good thing to do to develop our country, but at the same time there are some like negative things that affect the residents that used to live in the white building as well. It's just like somehow the company, that's just my own opinion, somehow the company need to make a clear statement or the paper sign for the resident, so then there won't be any conflicts or argument after leaving the white building. The white building was the place where they bring all these artists together to bring out our culture. So since now the white building is abolished, it makes me feel like Cambodian culture has been abolished too. It seems like to my personal thoughts, I think that it should be preserved, because it's like also meaning that preserve culture to me. But it's also that it's old, it might not be nice looking for the city, and maybe a new building can be better for the city.
I always remember like this one thing from the interview with Mr. Suthira, and that is when he said that the company's initial intention was not to buy the space. Their initial intention was to develop the space to make it safer and also more luxurious for the residents, so they can just move out, they develop the space, they come back in to live in there. I've always thought of since nowadays a lot of companies are very financially driven, I think my first thought of the Arakawa company was that they wanted to buy the space because of the location, and they wanted it for their business.
One of the interview that stands out to me was an interview from the white building youth. She mentioned about the development of Phnom Penh. It's interesting to see that a youth in Cambodia can see how the whole country is developing and can understand the pros and cons to development in her own country.
I think a lot of perspectives are really interesting, because we had interviewed a lot of different people, but the most standout one is Bonglina, who just talking about how the white building changes her decision in her life.
I want to see the white building being developed because I want my country to be developed, and especially the city. And the white building is a really good place for development since it's in the middle of the city.
I think that we should not destroy all the building and just keep some of it because it's a historical building, and the company can still develop by doing most of it, but keep some of it for tourists and make it a historical place that people can visit there.
I think we should have the investment on the white building because it helps our country grow. And as we have interview, everyone is happy. The government is happy, the resident is happy, and the company is happy. And it's a good thing to do because it's make our country, our city look better, and there's a lot of pro going around.